All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I'll say Shalom to the whole full elect, hearing this word in truth and in sincerity. So I just want to do a quick lesson, inspired by the video done by Elder Yashawamba dealing with, ISUPK and their so-called breakdown of, the mark of the beast. And being, that we're in those times where, we're in those times where this thing is going to really be pushed. You got Israelite leaders, still holding their tongue on the matter, and this is the perfect opportunity to go into, this topic because, as, watchmen of Israel, you gotta cry out, man, right? You gotta blow that trumpet. So, therefore, you're not blowing that trumpet, you're going to be responsible for a lot of Israelites that die out here. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to hold, these false prophets accountable. And that's why we move with fear when handling the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, this is Matthew 15 and verse 14. It says, "Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch," And you got a lot of Israelites that are blindly following, these leaders. And these guys can literally say anything, and still have a following behind them. That shows you that a lot of, people that call themselves Israelites, right, that know that they're Israelites, they don't really know what they're a part of. Had they known it, they would have been left these, Israelite camps, leading them astray, but they're really not here for the sincerity. They're here for the gimmicks. They're here for the fun. So when things really get serious, when Esau Edom brings that chip, when that persecution hit, that's when a lot of Israelites are going to be like, shit, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't know all this was part of it. Well, we were being told that by the men of the Lord. Get serious, because it's going to get serious out here, But Jake, whenever you tell them something like this, you're hating, or you're a fearmonger, all right, y'all lame, cool. If serving the Lord is all of this, hey, why not? Rather serve the Lord and Him be on my side, in a time of trouble, than, have fun, play games, don't take it seriously, and then in Jacob's trouble, you're seeing all kinds of judgment, and in your mind, that, yours is next. That's not the way, you want to be in that time. So this is Ezekiel 14 and 9. "And if the prophet be deceived, when he hath spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him." And of course, you got guys out there that sincerely believe that what they're teaching is truth, but it's not the truth. And then you got guys out there that are teaching lies because they simply just took the bag. They sold out, thinking that Esau Edom is going to go easy on them, when he brings the persecution. At the end of the day, Esau Edom, he's the enemy, man. He hates Jacob. All right, so whether you sell out to him or not, whatever, he's going to turn on you anyway. Okay? And you got to think about it. You've sold out for crumbs in this man's kingdom. It says, "and will destroy him from the midst of my people." All right? And there's the judgment for the false prophet is coming, And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai may very well make it like a public judgment, So these guys, that are playing with the word of the Lord, they're not, they're playing games, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to make an example out of them, when He brings His kingdom down. So that's why, I want to do this lesson, sheep led to the slaughter, Salakia, brain fog. But sheep led to the slaughter, because a lot of our people, they're being led to the slaughter. And the Lord likens Jake, to sheep. Sheep are simple creatures. They need a shepherd, all right? And if you have the wrong shepherd, they're going to lead you to your death, man. They call those Judas goats, I think. Judas goats, where you have, you have that that one among them that's leading them to their destruction, man. Seem to look like a sheep, but it's really leading you astray. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." All right, and the Lord's people are the Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. And among these people, are false prophets, are leaders, paid to lead you astray. It says, "I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt," which Egypt is talking about modern day Egypt is America. All right? Because you have the new Egypt. Revelation the 11th chapter tells you, this is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. Sodom because of, the homo acts that goes on here in America, and then you got Egypt meaning bondage. All right, just like we served a hardcore bondage in ancient Egypt, the same thing is happening right now, and we have an example of that when the 12 tribes were brought to the Americas. Esau pretty much put us on hardcore bondage, and they seem to have loosened it, but we're still in bondage. And guess what? Just like the Egyptians did when they increased the labor, made it harder for Jake in ancient Egypt, Salakia. Esau Edom is gonna do the same. As this economy get worse, hyperinflation, which means that you're gonna have to work, harder, longer hours just to eat. So they're gonna increase the burdens. It says, verse 11, "But I will bring them with a mighty and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will kill, and will destroy all the land thereof." And the Lord's going to bring, the elect out of America, the elect out of the modern day Egypt. See, before it was, all Israelites made it out of Egypt. When the Lord destroyed the Egyptians and their army, he delivered the whole nation. But this time he's only going to deliver his elect. Because when you do that correlation or that parallel, the whole nation made it out of Egypt, but only a remnant made it into the promised land. Because the Lord let the old generation die off, all right, and started with the new generation, So likewise, the Lord is going to bring, all right, the elect into the kingdom, It says, verse 12, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it." You see, and I bring this up because, these false prophets, these guys, you sold out to Esau, and you think this man is going to, share a bunker with you. You out of your mind. Esau Edom is not going to take you into his bunker. All right, he's going to leave you out there to hang, and you're going to be in the midst of the mourning. You're going to be in the midst of the plagues going on. And guess what? The Lord's not going to be with you because, you were being wicked. All right? So our people are like sheep led to the slaughter, man. Because when you hear that ISUPK breakdown of the mark of the beast, that shit was horrible, man. I wanted to skip past it, that breakdown, just listen to, the elder do his video, but, it was necessary that I watched it, because, sometimes, I like to hear like, how their approach to it is, so I know what I'm looking for, within the false breakdowns of these camps, So we know how to combat these things because, as the elders always say, we're defenders of the gospel, man. So we got to know how to, defend against false doctrine. And, dude said, if you're against the ISUPK, you have the mark of the beast, man. Some BS like that, man. You got to be out of your mind to hear that and still stay with these guys. But nonetheless, this is Ezekiel 34 in verse 2. "Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, power unto the prophets. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. should not the shepherds feed the flock? You know, it cut off right there, but it should say, should not the shepherds feed the flock? You know? So the shepherds should feed the flock. You know, you should be teaching, you know, Israelites, you know, their heritage. You should be teaching Israelites the name of their God. All right, the name of his only begotten son, you know, which is Yahweh and Yahushai. You know, you should be teaching, you know, the flock, you know, warning them of the things to come and what to do. But they're not, you know, they're not doing these things because they've pretty much paid off, and they're paid off, and they're not going to teach Jake the truth. They're eating it, and the sheep is not. Verse 3, you eat the fat, and you clothe you with the wool. You will kill them that are fed, but you feed not the flock. The disease have you not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick. Right? Because Jake is mentally and spiritually sick. You know? Our people, those are our people that still calling on Jesus Christ. You're sick. You're calling on Allah, Buddha. You're sick. You know? You're still going to Esau, crying to Esau for help, thinking that he's going to, you know, lighten your burden or do something for you. You're sick, man. You know? And the only true ointment, the only true healing is his truth. But what's good for our people, they don't want to hear it. They don't want none of it. They want what's going to keep them sick. Just like, you know, your body, right? Let's say you have a disease in your body and you want to get rid of the disease, but you're being told to, you know what, take these painkillers, take this medicine, these pharmaceuticals. That ain't gonna do nothing but make you worse, you know, because these pharmaceuticals, they don't heal you. You know, it'll probably alleviate your illness for some time, but that shit is not gone. It's still there, you know. You know, these doctors are likened to, you know, those false prophets, you know. It says, neither have you bound up that which was broken, neither have you brought again that which was driven away. Neither have you sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have you ruled them, you know. And these false prophets, you know, they're lording over the Lord's flock, you know, like dictatorship. If you're not with the ISUPK, then you're going off. You know, not saying that they said this, but that's the energy that they move in. You know, if you're not with, you know, the IOIC, then you ain't got the truth. You know, they're lording over the Lord's flock. You know, it says, verse 5, and they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. You know, because at the end of the day, the result of you not warning the sheep is going to be, you know, Esau, Edom is going to come in, put that charagma in them, you know, and now they're sealed for destruction, you know. So, you know, just want to do this lesson, man, because, you know, instead of telling the truth, you know, Jake want to do gimmicks. Jake want to play games. But the time is going to come to where that's going to mean nothing, man. You know, and I perceive that these false prophets, they're going to flee when it gets serious. They're going to flee when it gets serious, man. You know, they're going to lead the sheep astray. They're going to tell Jake it's okay. They're either going to tell, you know, through the spirit, I'm speculating. They're either going to tell Jake to go ahead and take it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, like General Yohana did. Or they're not going to say nothing. You won't even hear from him no more. You know. But we'll see. Lord willing, we'll see. But, you know, that's the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect here in this word in truth and sincerity. Until next time, I say shalom.